How the hell did you manage that?
In all honesty, I have no idea.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's one is a bit of a different one. So I've done the walking around camera, I've done the static one whilst I've been working on the car, and obviously some of the drifting ones filmed by other people. Today I'm trying to hold tripod talking to you guys, seeing how that goes. But basically the topic of today is the trade up challenge. You've probably seen it on YouTube, TikTok, all these things where people trade a paperclip for some item of greater value, like a house or a Tesla. And I figured, well, if they can do it, I can do it. So I've got in front of me 4 toy cars. They're all my favourite cars. I want them. I can't afford them. I have very expensive tasting cars. So the whole point is basically trading one of these toys for an actual car. I don't expect it to be a quick process. I don't expect it to be an easy process. However, I have plenty of time to do it. So that's what we're going to go with. You're currently in my office. So that's another location for you guys to enjoy, I'm guessing. But yeah, to the channel, and I'll walk you through a bit more. So first of all, we're going to start off with one of my dream cars. I have wanted this for so long, I can't really remember how long I wanted it for, but it's just a long time. I even had a key ring at one point of this car, just because it kind of made me feel a bit more important. Anyway, as you can see, this is the Ford Mustang Fastback, the 69 Fastback, this one. A lot of it is quite an iconic car. People see it's in TV, it's in movies, but I absolutely love it. Even though I've heard about how bad they are to drive, it's just such an iconic vehicle, and I love the shape of it. It's just absolutely mean, and yeah, I want one. So this is car number 1. I'll pop a little video up of the car. I do apologise, this is the 67 Fastback, not the 69. Basically, the Hot Wheels that it is valued at about £10, I believe. The actual valuation on these cars is around 60,000 plus. So yeah. So car number 2 is another one that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Ever since Tokyo Drift, this one has been on my radar, and yeah, it is the Mazda RX-7 FD, 97 through to 2003, I think. It's got to be the FD model. The others are nice, don't get me wrong, but the FD model is where it's at. A lot of people have asked me, why don't I go for something similar, like an RX-8 or a Miata or MX-5? And the answer is because it's not an RX-7. And yeah, I want an RX-7. Again, similar situation. I know how bad they are. I know the rotaries are terrible on them. I know it takes 10 minutes to fuel your car every time you get it done, and you go through oil like crazy. But it's just such an iconic car, and I absolutely love it. And that's that. So I'll put up another video. So basically, the value of this is probably about £10. Again, Hot Wheels drift car. The actual valuation on these cars is like 16,000 plus for a bad condition one. Third on the list is the Nissan 350Z, or the Fairlady Z. The reason for this one is because it is such a nice car. They look good. Put the right body kits on them. They're incredible. It's rear wheel drive, so obviously with the drifting, this is the dream drift car. And yeah, I kind of want one of these. But again, cost wise, so yeah, the Fairlady Z, or the 350Z, beautiful car. Again, a lot of people say rust issues and things like that, but rust's repairable in my opinion. So yeah, 350Z is an iconic beauty. And the videos. The valuation on the car that I've got was about £10.
Actual valuation on the real kind of cars, you're looking between 4,000 plus to about 8,000, something like that.
So finally, we're going to go with the one that's probably the most iconic. Everyone knows this car. It was massive when I was growing up. I actually saw one crashed in a car park before the car scene became toxic. And the guy told me that he bought it for £2,000. It is the Nissan R34 GTR. It's beautiful, it's stunning. This is obviously the one from the Fast and Furious franchise. But yeah, it's such an iconic car. It's such a nice car. They sound incredible. They look incredible. Aftermarket choices for them. It's just, yeah, it's a crazy, crazy world. But again, very, very expensive in today's current situation. So yeah, that's the Nissan R34 GTR Skyline. And yeah, that's what I want. Pictures to come.
So many of you are probably aware it comes from Fast and Furious, does this exact model. I think I paid like £15 for this. So the value is for that. Current value on a Nissan Skyline GTR, the R34, you're looking hundreds of thousands of pounds for one of these. But if it's possible, then we'll make it happen.
So as you can probably tell, my taste in cars is pretty expensive. I think the cheapest one's the 350Z, and I've seen them for going for about 4.5. What condition? I honestly don't know, but you can get them for next to nothing. I think probably the cheapest Skyline I've seen, or the R34 GTR, you're looking £125,000 easy. But we'll have to see how it goes. So as you can see, it's not going to be a cheap endeavour. Well, it will be if it works, but the likelihood is quite low. However, I'm going to have some fun whilst I'm doing it. Out of all 4 cars, I want to do them all. The problem being is that I don't have time to do them all, and some of them are a lot more expensive. So as a result, we're going to go with the cheapest first, and we're going to do the 350Z. So if anyone wants to swap this for a 350Z straight off the bat, fire away. I'm more than happy to do it. But the whole plan is to swap this for the actual 350Z or the Fairlady Z, whichever one comes first. Again, it's just a toy, but swapping this for the real thing, I'm kind of on board for that challenge, and looking forward to it. So this is just the synopsis of what's going on next. I've just got some tools from the neighbour to take off the door handle of Doreen, and then there will be a video when the weather's better of me destroying Doreen to an extent. Not completely destroying it so it's irreparable, but just destroying it enough for it to be a mess. And either weld in, filler in, dint removal, whatever I can get my hands on, give it a go with. And then I'm going to split her in half. Not literally cut her in half, but I'm going to paint half the door. So obviously learn paint techniques. And then I'm going to wrap the other half. But yeah, that's where we're at now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate all the support so far. I mean, 10 subscribers in like a few days. I'm happy with that. Whether or not YouTube is, I don't know, but I'm happy with it. That's what's important. And you guys have given me some absolutely incredible feedback. Some of you enjoyed the videos, some of you haven't enjoyed the videos, but haven't told me that. So if you haven't enjoyed the videos, please keep it to yourself, just because it'll probably upset me a little bit. But yeah, that's where we're at now. Thank you again so much to everybody that's kind of tuned in, watched, subscribed. And yeah, the plot goes on. So for now, we're going for the 350Z and we're going to make it happen. All right. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Have a good day.